Hello, my name is Valentina Goglio. I'm assistant professor at the University of Turin in Italy. Together with my colleague Sonia Bertolini, we investigated the phenomenon of massive open online courses and their contribution to upskilling the labor force. You can find the article in the Journal of Workplace Learning. I became curious about this topic while studying the phenomenon of massive open online courses and the social implications that their large diffusion on global level may bring about. Among several, one of the aspects that I took into consideration while studying the MOOCs is their potential as new, flexible and low-cost resources for lifelong learning. Indeed, there exists a common narrative that the complexity and the rapid evolution of productive systems in the context of the Fourth Industrial Revolution claims for a more and better skilled workforce, equipped with both technical and soft skills. According to Sadafop, indeed, 85% of jobs in Europe demand at least basic skills, digital skills. And on the other side, according to the OECD estimates, 6 out of 10 workers lack basic ICT skills or have no computer experience. Therefore, many adults do not have the right skills for the emerging jobs, and especially low-educated workers, those who are most in need, tend to participate less in lifelong learning activities compared to their qualified colleagues. But how can workers acquire these skills? It is in this context that massive open online courses have been often called into question as the typical convenient tool for upskilling and reskilling the labor force. In general, digital technologies in education are pointed out as a solution because these are considered flexible and low-cost resources for lifelong learning. In order to understand better what is the real potential of educational digital technologies, and MOOCs in particular, we investigated what is the opinion of people who register to various MOOC platforms in the past years, and we asked them to what extent they could really acquire skills through these courses, what type of skills they acquired, and whether these skills contributed to improve their career prospect. Very briefly, we found that the MOOCs are indeed beneficial for work. The people who attended these courses could acquire some skills, both technical and soft skills, at a low cost. Nonetheless, this is not at everyone's reach. Those who can benefit the most are those less in need, namely professionals with higher levels of education already employed in qualified jobs. In addition, the stories collected also raise an important red flag. Private and public support for these resources in the long run can contribute to shift the burden of responsibility on the individual only. So in this way, the single worker becomes the sole responsible for his or her training, to be done at their own expenses and outside of working hours, with particularly negative consequences for women and their attempts to balance work and life. In conclusion, the reason why research on these non-formal types of lifelong learning is important is that the trends of development of lifelong learning in the near future point to a blurring boundaries between formal and non-formal training. Moreover, the life course of individuals no longer follows standardized paths with separate moments for education and for work. And these resources that can be both online and offline could involve training at work, training in school, and mixing all these resources. Such resources, including MOOCs, will play a crucial role in shaping lifelong learning trajectories of young and adults in the near future.